to just start with your name, okay? Tell me your names and where you work.
I'm Jennifer Larkin. I teach kindergarten at Coronado K-8 school.
And I'm Terry Duncan. I teach kindergarten.
Do you guys work together?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you been to any of our experiences before?
Yes. We went to the abbreviated social and emotional introduction in Tucson. That was our first case.
Yeah. And so this is the first 2-day intensive that you've been to.
Yes.
And tell me, now we're at the end of day 2, tell me where you're at in terms of your experiences and your reflections and, okay.
Well, after the first conference or workshop that we went to, we changed and we brought blocks into our classroom. We brought the drama center back out, and kids use that every single day and love it. I brought a train set into the class, so there's more play and there's more things like that.
So have you seen any benefit from that experience? Like, what are the things that you are seeing that you wouldn't have otherwise seen?
Children working together, I think there's a big benefit, and discussing in their language that they say.
Definitely more language. I think we see more joy too, that they have the freedom to choose different things, different ways to express themselves. They get to choose who they're interacting with, how long they're doing that for. That brings a lot of joy to them and to us.
Right. That's one of our most favorite times of the day.
Yeah. And what have you thought about this experience?
It's powerful.
Yes.
Very powerful.
There's lots of activities that I've seen that I want to bring into the classroom, and trying to structure like math station centers and things like that too. I do centers, but not open.
In this way.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I think not as play-based. I think leaning more to the academic end and the play end. And so I think what I've gained is it's okay to have the play because it is academic.
Right.
So it's now I can articulate that in a better way, that this is why it's appropriate. This is how it's appropriate. You know, even just the activity we just did, reflecting, like now we can verbalize that. We always knew it as teachers, but then we get told, well, you can't do that. There isn't time for that. And we've said, okay, now we can say, no, there has to be time for that because this is how our children learn and they're getting language. So much more. I think it's empowered us to do what we know is the right thing for kids, but now we feel like we've got the research, we've got the strength. I think in the last 5 years, teachers have really been beaten down just for a variety of reasons. And so I feel like the kindergarten experience has said, this is what's good for kids. And that's what teachers want. And so now we have the strength to say, it's not just us saying this, it's research. It's these authors, it's this experience, it's teachers coming together. So it's a lot of people, and I think it makes me feel like I can say this to people and not feel like I'm less than because I'm only a teacher.
Yeah. Or only a kindergarten teacher.
Yes.
Right. I think that happens very often in a kindergarten, 5th or 8th grade. Oh, you teach kindergarten.
Yeah. They're cute.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
Cute.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So if, what we're trying to do is get folks to know about us and the opportunities at our sessions, but even just being connected to us and visiting our model classroom. Did you get to visit our model classroom?
Yes.
What was your experience with that?
It was overwhelming to see all the different play areas and all the different activities and things like that. It was just nice to see and to think about our own classrooms and how we can bring that into our...
It was really powerful because there were so many simple things. Simple things, lids, which I collect, and they're in a drawer. So I saw lids out at a child's level, and I really thought, I can do that. I don't have that fancy light table. I want that, but I do have this and I do have that. And even, it's not about giving everything at once, but at least if the kids can access it, better word. So I think that's what it was. It really, we've seen pictures, but to see it in real life and say, this is doable. We can make this work. We can give them this area using the blueprints in the building area. We're going, where could we find those? Who could we ask for that? Because that really takes it to a different level. It's just
Just the small details that were in the classroom.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it is the details, and I think when people see that kind of environment, they go, oh, well, that's good for preschool, but not for kindergarten. But at the kindergarten level, when you really pay attention to details and you integrate literacy and integrate all those content areas, it really builds on the foundation of brain research and supporting their development. One of the things that we're really trying to do is get the word out to administrators and to teachers to come to these sessions, or even to invite us to their school. What would you say to them if they were on the fence, or if they didn't really know whether this was worthwhile, or is it just another one of those things that you just, drink the Kool-Aid and jump on the bandwagon, right? What would you say to them?
Well, we actually went back and talked to someone at our district level, and she did drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah. That's a big question.
But just how exciting it is, and how the different standards that are met through play, and the joy that the children feel, and things
I think
like
it's
that.
not just a bandwagon though, because it's good teaching.
Yeah.
It's what we know
Right.
kids want. It's gonna bring growth. Especially when you look at the brain research.
Right.
Why would we be doing the opposite of what the experts tell us is gonna give us the optimal growth for children? Why would we make them sit for 40 minutes and do a piece of paper, when the alternative is collaborate with your friends, build, be engaged, be happy? I don't know why wouldn't we? So if we have that good research, why wouldn't we be utilizing it? So I think that administrators should be saying, this is where we are in history. We don't need to be teaching children the way that we did 50 years ago, because we know better. And now that we know better, let's do better.
Yeah, this isn't, in my mind, this is really building on continued brain research, and so it's not something that I think is going to flip the switch in a couple of years. I think we're really going to keep moving in this direction, because we know now with brain research that this is what's best for children. Yeah. Do you have any final thoughts or reflections about this whole experience?
Thank you.
Yes.
Just thank you.
Yes.
From the moment we walk in, we feel just respected. We've been showered with just opportunities to learn, opportunities to talk. Just in every way. Our food was just amazing. But it's just
every
those
detail.
details that, hey, we're valuable professionals. We deserve to be treated this way. These are resources that we can immediately take back. We get to have these things and use them, with our children. And that is, if you want to make a teacher happy, give them stuff, But just all the things that we it's not just, hey, this would be a cool thing, you should go get it. It's here's how you can use this, here you go. And that's really rare. We borrow, beg, urge.
Yeah.
So to be given all these resources is
incredible.
well beyond what would have financially been invested. You are coming out bad on this deal.
Yeah.
I mean, really, we really are. And you can say that it's a little thing, but it's not, because our schools are really starving for resources, and we can't just go out and purchase new, cubes and new books. And
Well, yeah, one of the things that I think is really important to me is that you have the resources that you can go use. And when you're looking at each book costing $30, $35, that's a steep, the books alone were $100 just per person. And so what you pay versus what you're getting in return to be able to take it back, I mean, it is astronomical, the difference between that. But for me, it's really important for you to be able to have something to do something on Monday. What can we do? Thank you all so much for coming.
Oh, thank you.